If you like what you see, if I can please request you to subscribe to my channel. So what is an economic bubble? A bubble is an economic cycle in which there is a quick escalation in the price of assets. There is then a sudden decrease, often referred to as a crash. On an average, bubbles can last between 3 to 8 years. During bubbles, assets trade at prices that are much higher than their intrinsic value. Bubbles happen when a particular story becomes embedded in a culture. Example, suppose we say that flipping houses will bring us wealth. Invariably, there is a reversion to the mean. So what are some of the typical stages in an economic bubble? The first stage is a boom. In this phase, prices rise and more investors enter the market. There is a deep fear of missing out, so more people start to buy assets. The next stage is euphoria. In this phase, asset prices skyrocket. After this, there is profit taking. To understand when the bubble will burst is not easy. People who can identify early warning signs will make money when selling off positions. And finally, there's panic. During this phase, asset prices fall. Investors want to liquidate them at any price. So in the Dutch tulip mania, did a flower really bring down an entire economy? Tulips originated in the Tian Shan mountain ranges and did not arrive in the Netherlands until the end of the 16th century. The colored petals differentiated tulips from any other flower in Europe at the time. Tulips were initially traded only amongst a small group of botanists, but soon the trade started to receive requests from faraway lands. This gave rise to tulip brokerages. As tulips got more popular, speculators entered the market. Soon the matter went beyond this and buyers entered the market because of the fear of missing out. People were paying 10 times their annual salary for 40 bulbs. In 1637, the bubble burst. There was a bubonic plague in Netherlands and buyers came to their senses. People were furious that tulips were now worth a fraction of what they paid. The tulip mania left the Dutch economy in tatters and destroyed people's trusts and relationship. So what's the final takeaway? Throughout history, we still see so many stories that rhyme with the tulip mania. The dot-com bubble in 2001, the housing bubble in 2008, the everything bubble in 2022. As financial instruments increase in complexity, the probability of sudden surges in prices also increase. Human behavior will not change. The best thing is to equip ourselves with adequate knowledge in order to not suffer during these events. Renowned physicist Isaac Newton said, "I can calculate the motions of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." Was he saying this in relation to a bubble? Was Newton a discerning investor? Or did he also resort to groupthink?